Operators. We've seen a few different functions and features of SQL. One we haven't covered yet is operators. An operator lets you modify a value without using a function. An example of an operator is plus, which lets you add a number to another number. Let's take a look at the customer table. We can see the output here, including the order to credit column. Let's say we wanted to see what the order credit would be if we add 100 to each order credit value. We type in the column name, then plus, and then another number. You don't need to have a space between the column name and the number, but I like to do that because I think it makes it more readable. You can run the query and see the output here. We can see the original order credit value and the new order credit value here, which has 100 added to it. Now this value is only shown by the query. It's not updated in the table or stored anywhere. If you want to update the data in the table, we'll have a lesson for that soon. Now with the column heading here, it says no column name. You can add a column alias to that to give it a better name. We'll call it new credit for now. If you click execute, you can see the column name here has changed. Another operator is the minus symbol. This will let you subtract a number from another number. For example, if we remove 20 from the order credit and click execute, we can see the new values here, which are 20 less than the order credit value. You'll notice that null values still remain as null, because null is unknown. We don't know what 20 less than null is, so it's kept as null. The / operator lets you divide a number by another number. If we want to show what an order credit would be if we divide it by 2, or halve it, we can go divide by 2 here. If we click execute, we'll see the new credit column here is half of what the order credit column is. To multiply a value by another value, we use the asterisk character. To multiply the order credit by 5, we can write something like this: order credit star then 5. If we execute the query, we can see the new value here. This is the same asterisk as when you write select star from a table. Using it in this context here will let you multiply a value by another value. Now we've worked with numbers so far, but you can also apply a particular operator to string values. You can combine two string values together with the plus sign. This is called concatenating. For example, if you want to combine the first name and the last name together to perform a full name, you can do that in SQL. This is done using the plus symbol. Here we've got first name plus last name, and we're going to call the new column full name. We can run the query and see the output here. This shows the two values, first and last name, concatenated or joined together. Now you can see that there is no space here in between the first and last name. This is because there's no space in the existing fields here. If you want a space, you need to add it manually. To do that, add a space inside single quotes and then add another plus symbol here. So we have first name, then a space, and then last name. We can run the query and see the output here looks a little easier to understand. Finally, at the bottom, we have a null record. What does this mean? It means that we've tried to combine the first name of Steve with the last name of Null, and the output is null. This is because we can't combine anything with an unknown value to see what it is. The output won't just be Steve because null is treated as something that's unknown. There are some functions in SQL Server that let you treat null values as spaces or zeros or empty characters or any other character. You can look up those functions and use them in your code to work with nulls in an easier way.